Hi children, welcome back to Maths class. In our previous class, we have started a new lesson which was that multiplication. Do you remember that? In that class, we have learned the multiplication table of 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so let us revise it once more. What do you mean by multiplication? Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition of the same number. Okay, what do you mean by repeated? Adding the same number again and again. Okay, so multiplication is repeated addition of the same number. Okay, so see here we have three boxes. 1, 2, 3. Three boxes are there and each box contains 2 stars each. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. How many stars are there in total? What will we do? We will add the number of stars in each box. So in this box we have 2, in this box we have 2, in this box we have 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 2 in mind, 2 in hand. After 2, 3, 4. 4 in mind, 2 in hand. After 4, 5, 6. So how many stars are there in total? 6. And how did you get that? You added the number 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is the number of stars in each box. See, we have added 2 how many times? 1, 2, 3. This is what we call repeated addition of the same number. Here 2 is added how many times? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Okay, so this is called the repeated addition of the same number. The same thing we can write in one more way. See, we have how many groups we have or how many boxes we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 boxes. So we can write it as 3 groups of 2. In first group we have, this is the first group. In first group we have 2 stars. Second group we have 2 stars. Third group we have 2 stars. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 groups of how many stars each? 2 stars each. That is 3 groups of 2. We can write it as 3. 3 is the number of groups and 2 is the number of stars. That is same as 6. We have learned the table of 2. Right? So this we can read it as 3 times 2. See how many times we have added 2? 1, 2, 3. 3 times we have added 2. So 3 times 2 is same as adding 2 3 times. Okay. That is equal to 6. And what is the symbol that we use to represent multiplication? Do you remember that? This is the symbol that we use to represent multiplication. Okay. Here we got 3 times 2 is 6. Right? Here 3 and 2 are called factors. What? 3 and 2 are called the factors. In addition, 2 numbers that we add is called addends. Same way in multiplication, the 2 numbers that we multiply are called factors and the answer we get is called the product. What is the answer of multiplication called? Product. See, 6 is the answer and it is called the product. Okay, so what is multiplication? Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition of the same number. See, 1, 2, 3. 3 times which number? 2. We have added 2 3 times. Repeated again and again. Okay, so 3 and how will you read it? 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Okay, so now let us learn the table of 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now let us see the table of 4. Okay, before that, see here we have 4 baskets and in each basket we have 4 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 baskets are there and in each basket we have 4 oranges. And how many oranges are there in total? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. We have learned addition, right? So calculate, it will be 16. Okay, it is same as 4 times 4. How will you read it? 4 times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have added 4 times. That is 4 times 4 is 16. This is what we call repeated addition of the same number. Okay, this is how we add the numbers or multiply the numbers. Okay, so let us see the table of 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. See here, 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 4 is 24. 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 4 is 36. 10 times 4 is 40. Okay, you have to learn the table very well. In previous class, we have learned the table of 1, 2 and 3. You should learn it thoroughly. Okay, so today we have learned the table of 4. Okay, so if I ask, what is 7 times 4 or what is 7 into 4? You should be able to answer it quickly. What is 7 into 4? 7 4s are 28. You should be able to say it quickly. You have to learn the table very well. Then only we will be able to do the problems. Okay. Same way, let us see the table of 5. Table of 5 you have already learned in skip counting. So, let us see how it is. Same way, let us add one more orange. So, in each basket, now we have how many oranges? 5. So, we are going to add which number? 5. We are going to add 5 repeatedly. And you have to tell me how we will write. 5, how many times 5? 4 times 5. What is 4 times 5? 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. You have already learned addition, right? So 4 times 5 is 20. This is equal to 20. And 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, see? Now we can see the table of 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. Okay. So now we have learnt the table of 4 and 5. Now let us see the table of 6. For that what we have to do? We have to add one more orange in each basket. Now we have 6 oranges in each basket. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. I am saying like this because you know how to add numbers. You have to add and see. Okay. So how many times we have repeated 6? 4 times. See 1, 2, 3, 4. We have repeated 6 how many times? 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Okay. So let us see the table of 6. 1 times 6 is 6. See 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Let us take this portion. 2 times 6. 6 plus 6 is 6 in mind, 6 in hand. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 1, 2, 3. 3 times 6 is 12 plus 6 is 18. So 18. 4 times 6 is 24 that we got now. 5 times 6 is 30. We are adding 6 to the previous number. 24 plus 6 is 30. So now 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 6 is 42. 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 6 is 54. 10 times 6 is 60. Children, you have to learn the table very well. If I ask a question like this, what is 5 times 4 or 8 times 5, 9 times 6. If I ask like this, you should be able to tell the answer quickly. That way you have to learn the table. What is 5 times 4? 5 times 4 is 20. 8 times 5 is, see, 8 times 5 is 40. What is 9 times 6? 9 times 6 is 54. Okay, so children, you have to learn the table very well. In previous class, we have learned multiplication by number line. Do you remember that? In textbook, we have an exercise. Exercise number 2 and exercise number 1. Turn 2A. Okay. Textbook page number 32 and 33. Exercise 1 and 2. Try to do it. We have already explained in our class. So children, try to do it yourself. Okay. So thank you children. See you in next class. In next class, everyone should learn the table till 6 very well. Okay. So thank you children.